Yo, what's good, my people? Jay Jones in the building, here to answer some of your questions. As you guys know, I like to do this every Tuesday and every Friday. So how this works is I like you guys to be as specific as possible, and then I try to give you some type of demonstration. I show you that demonstration, what I'm doing. I try to help you with the things that you need help with, and then I try to answer one main question at the end, and that main question today is about stretching. So I'm gonna show you guys how I stretch, answer these questions first, and then we're gonna go from there. So question number one, you're a really big inspiration to me, both as a basketball player and just as a person in general. I appreciate that, bro. I'm a scrawny freshman in high school, and you've inspired me to want to hit the weight room and get gains. Any tips to start off? Okay, to start, bro, don't call yourself scrawny, bro. You ain't gotta call yourself scrawny, especially if you hooping, bro. Today's generation, a lot of hoopers are really slim. So there's nothing wrong with having a slim build if all you're trying to do is play basketball. Now, don't get me wrong, you do want some type of strength. Basketball is a contact sport, so you wanna just be physical when you're making certain moves. You definitely want to get stronger. But as some general tips in the beginning, I would say start with complete / full body workout. So instead of breaking your body parts up like how I do, you know what I'm saying, where I section everything off, start doing full body workouts until you feel secure enough to hit specific body parts throughout the week. Again, this is not how I would personally do my workouts now, but just based off me first getting started. Like anytime you're just getting started with something, you want to go with what's comfortable for you. So hit a little legs, hit a little shoulders, hit a little chest, hit a little back. If you don't feel like that's the route you want to take, the best thing to do in that scenario is to do body weight like exercises. Pull-ups, push-ups, sit-ups, all those are going to help you. You're going to get stronger doing all three of those, I promise. And to complete it all, whether you do the full workout that we discussed in the beginning or the push-up, pull-up, sit-up combination, you always want to shoot after. Since you're a basketball player, you don't want that to just affect your shot too much, so always get shots up after you work out. Hey Jay, I want to start going to the gym mainly because I want to increase my strength for basketball. But because of my practices, I'm able to go to the gym only 2 times a week. Any idea how I should form my workouts to have a complete workout? Okay, that's pretty similar to the last one I just answered. The only difference is you told me that you are already in the gym 2 times a week. So I kind of need to know what you're doing in the gym the 2 times that you go, that way I can help you. Let's just talk around that. DM me again, bro, but let's just talk around that. You can go with a full body workout like we just discussed, but if you're already in the gym 2 times a week, I would try to add a third one. I would try to add a third one, and here's why. The first 2 days, you can kind of get into a push-pull workout split. So let's say you go to the gym Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. On Monday, you can do all push-like movements. That's bench, shoulder press, any type of press or movement where you actually have to push. I would do that on Monday. And then on Wednesday is where you should pull. You know, that's gonna be pulling this way, pulling this way. Again, you can get into pull-ups, get into lat pull downs. You can even go here for tricep extensions, pull down for your triceps. Any pull exercises that you know you like that can work different body parts, I would try to get 6 or 7 different exercises for that. But then I need you to add a third day so you can just work lower body. All your squats, your lunges, hamstring work, quad work with the machines, get you some calves in there, etc. So yeah, that's what I would do, bro. Try to sneak you a third day in there. Just because you can get into a push-pull split between the first 2 days, and then on the third day you can do just a lot of legs and lower body. What's up, Jay? What's good, bro? I recently suffered an ankle injury that kept me out of the gym and off the court for a while. Any tips on how to get back in shape? Okay, so can you run? That's the first thing. When you can run, you can get in shape. You gotta do high cardio light exercises. That's pretty much what this comes down to. But the main thing is just trying to become active again. You know, bringing this up again, when we had to get in shape in high school, we would run 115s. A 400, you have to run that in 1 minute and 15 seconds. And we did that 4 times a day for at least 3 weeks straight. That'll put you in shape really, really fast, bro. Okay, so last question, and then you guys can see how stiff I am when I'm stretching. Yo, I've been in the gym for some time now and have been starting to hit a plateau. Somebody else sent a question like this too. I think I have an answer now. I didn't have my answer down last time, so I didn't include it in the video, but somebody else had a question about plateauing, and I think I have a way to help. Yo, Jay, I've been in the gym for some time now and have been starting to hit a plateau, specifically on bench. What advice could you give on how to overcome that plateau? As always, never fold. Never fold, my brother. Okay, I got you. Hold on, let's talk about it. So I know what you mean, man. When you get into the habit of certain things and they just kind of become redundant, you feel like you're not gaining strength anymore. Majority of your gains happen within the first, I would say 8 months to a year, maybe 6 to 12 months of working out. That's why when you guys be like, man, I just don't be wanting to start. That's the most satisfying time to start, when you don't have anything to build from, because as soon as you get in there and you start really working on it and you become consistent and you find what works for you, you're going to see gains immediately if you stay with it. If you don't and you off and on with it, you're not gonna see the gains. You're not gonna see the gains that you would expect you would see. You start taking your protein, you start eating right, you start drinking your water, you stay more positive in the gym, you have a workout partner, y'all become consistent. Your gains, the gains are gonna come real fast, I promise. But back to the question, man, as far as plateauing, you said specifically on bench. I think you should try this 5 sets of 5 method. 5 sets of 5 on bench, where you do between 80 to 85% of your max. Now, I used to do this a lot more, but I had stopped. But when I saw your question, it reminded me that, you know, the 5 sets of 5 method is really good to do when you're trying to increase your max, when you're trying to, you know, be able to bench more weight. So again, 5 sets of 5 with 80 to 80% of your max. All right, so I say my max is around between 265 and 275, give or take, depending on the type of day. I went to the gym, and again, I haven't been benching when I hit chest. I've been just doing like more accessory work, more dumbbell work, just because I feel like I can control it a little better than bench. But I was like, okay, let me try this 5 sets of 5 method with my Brody, since he asked me the question. So I did the first set. I started with 205. That felt really light, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So for the remaining 4 sets, I stayed with 225. I started to struggle, but that's what you want, and that's why it's good to have a workout partner, so you can have a spot on this. But the whole point of this is to become more comfortable lifting heavier weight. You just want to get into the habit of offsetting what you can do. So if you can bench press 80 to 85% of your max, when it's time to actually start hitting your max again and you go to max out, pun intended, and you're trying to get that 1 rep max again, you've already hit 80 to 85% of it 5 times. So that's what I would suggest. I know I'm kind of all over the place with it, but you know what I'm saying, 5 sets of 5, 80 to 85% of your max, especially on bench. And for those who feel like they are plateauing in other areas, let's say squats, for example, this same method can work for when you're squatting or when you're deadlifting. 80 to 85%, if you got somebody spotting you and working out with you, that's about where you want to be, bro. You want to struggle. Stop going into the weight room doing stuff that you know you can do. You're not going to see gains there. Go into the weight room with some challenges. Okay, this is what I'm gonna challenge myself with today. Don't go crazy though, because then you're gonna start feeling your shoulders popping. We don't want that. We want good gains. We want to still be able to control the weight that we're doing, but we want to challenge ourselves at the same time. You just gotta find that balance, bro. And I feel like the 80% will help with that. All right, so now let's talk about stretching. Regardless of what you do, it don't matter if you hoop, it don't matter if you run track, it don't matter if you play football, it don't matter if you play video games for a living, you need to stretch. Believe me, I know. You know what I'm saying? Believe me, I know. I was one of them dudes who would go into the gym when I was young too. Oh, we hooping? Lace up the kicks. Oh, let's hoop then. And get straight to it. Cool. Like, you can do that when you're young, but as you get older, bro, I promise you're going to wish that you stretch. Now, bro, this is coming from me. Of course, you ain't gotta listen to me, bro. I ain't here to make you guys do anything you don't want to do. All I want to do is help those who do want help. So what you're about to see is crazy. I'm not flexible at all. I'm athletic, but I'm not flexible. I have these times where I'm stretching like I'm supposed to, and then there's times where I'm not. And I'm glad I'm doing this just because at this point I know I have to stretch, because I know a lot of you are holding me accountable. Like, I'm holding myself accountable with these videos. And if you're watching this, I'm gonna be expecting you to stretch the same way that I'm stretching. I'm holding you accountable. You can't be out here just real stiff, man. That's not a good look. So we gonna jump into some stretching, man. I was stretching at the gym. As always, thank you guys for sending in your questions again. Send me all the questions that you have. This is a family over here, you feel me? But yeah, man, just let me know what you want next. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. I think I got some more kicks I might need to show you too. But we'll talk about that later. But thank you guys as always. It's Jay, and I'm out. Yo, so I told you guys that I will, you know what I'm saying, put together a little stretch compilation. Now, warning, I'm not going to have perfect form. It's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna look painful. And you know why? Because it is painful. But I'm working on the form, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do some yoga poses. Yeah, I want y'all to try them at home too. Or, you know, at your gym. I'm gonna get into them. Let's go from here. Woo, shoot. Oh, this is bad form. When I was telling y'all I had tight hips, I was not lying. This is about where it is. Don't get like me, man. For a minute, it was getting a little better. I don't know if a lot of you guys knew. I was taking swimming lessons, and that was helping, but my swimming contract expired, so I can swim now. I can't swim now, but I always start with some crisscross applesauce action, just because it is a good, it's a good method for stretching your hips. All in here. So this is what I was trying to explain the other day, but I couldn't really explain it, so I just left it out the video. I probably still won't be able to explain it, but it's kind of just like a yoga combination. Warrior 1, 2, and 3, I believe. Now remember, since the mirror is right here, I want my hips facing towards the mirror. The better the hip mobility is right here, the better off you will be. I can already feel that right in here. So I can do this pretty good. It's Warrior 1, if I'm not mistaken. Warrior 1. You don't have to dig too deep if you're not used to it. This is Warrior 2. I think Warrior 3 was here. Yeah, that's what it was. Warrior 2. And you see my hips? You don't want this. You want to still be able to get your hips to kind of be a little more square than mine are. My shit is not that square. Then we go into Warrior 3. We'll do it again. Warrior 1. Regular lunge. I'm good here. Warrior 2. We just rotate the back foot. But as I rotate, as you can see, I'm turning because my hips won't turn with me. And that's what I'm trying to fix. Then, Warrior 3. And then you do it for both sides.